If there is not to be a two-state solution in the Middle East, would you foresee Israel retaining its Jewish character or its democratic character, or is there a third way?
Yeah, well, this is the most important question, of course, actually. The reason why Ariel Sharon came to the conclusion before he had his stroke, a lot of my friends in Israel think that actually if he had not had his stroke, and there are aspects of Ariel Sharon's career which I did not admire, you know, I mean, the march on the Temple Mount was, which triggered, it didn't cause the Second Intifada, was a true catastrophe and unnecessary. But why did Ariel Sharon come to the conclusion not just to abandon settlements in the Gaza Strip, but that there should be a two-state solution and there should be an exchange of territory for peace? The answer was, Menachem Begin came to precisely the same. We're not talking about kind of wet lefties here. We're talking about people from the hardcore of the right-wing Jabotinsky tradition in Israeli politics, was that it would simply be impossible, that Israel was founded to be not just a Jewish state, but a Jewish democratic state, a light unto the nations, the only, you know, authentic, for many years, democracy in the Middle East. And if it was going to do that, it couldn't actually annex Judea and Samaria, the West Bank, because either it would then be ruling over a disfranchised and, you know, a huge number of Palestinians, and would be in the imperial position, which Zionism always rightly said it would not be, or it would abandon its, and this is an argument, frighteningly, kind of going on. I'm not completely pessimistic. There are groups on the very hard religious nationalist right. So actually, we don't care that much about the democratic issue. We care about the Jewishness of. But it seems to me utterly profound, tragic contradiction in terms to say we can both be a clearly Jewish state. And what does that mean? So a Jewish state ruling, you know, an annexed, huge Palestinian population. That's not what Weizmann wanted. It's not what Ben-Gurion wanted. And so I think there has to be, you know, and it's hardly an original position. Again, this is the position actually of Netanyahu, and it was certainly the position of Yitzhak Rabin as well, the position of Olmert and Tzipi Livni and the Sharm el-Sheikh negotiations, which very, very nearly happened. The Sharm el-Sheikh negotiations broke down over one admittedly huge issue, and that was Ariel. Ariel is an enormous place. It's a city. It's deep in, unlike Ma'ale Adumim, it's deep in the West Bank. The issue was sovereignty over Ariel and the sovereignty over the corridor to it. Don't ask me how that's going to be solved, because Ariel is conceived of as, if other settlements in the West Bank are going to be removed, then Ariel was going to be the place where the settlers were going to be offered a place to go to. So this remains just a specifically huge problem. But all of those people did absolutely, as does Mahmoud Abbas, I know, notwithstanding what's happened right now. It's either, for me anyway, it's either got to be a two-state solution or there is no solution. There is just an endless military fortress state, and time is not on Israel's side for all sorts of upsetting reasons.